learn how to make this. What is this? A narwhal. Yep, this is a Sharpie design from my daughter. And this is the thing. I made this design with a 5 inches, round 5 inch. Yeah, a 5-inch round. And this is with a heart, what is 6-inch heart or 5-inch heart. So what do you think? I think the 5-inch round will be better. The good thing about the 5-inch round is like you can make without, instead of this, you know, to be the horn, it can be, you know, just, you know, like a clear balloon coming out, you know, so like splashing for a whale. What do you think? I think the idea is really cool with a 5-inch round. I just was kind of like practicing, you know, and testing ideas. So now let's go and make it with this, because if you learn how to make this design, you can make, you know, you can make a whale, you can make a narwhal, because it's the same technique. Okay, so let's do it. So this time I'm gonna use a 5-inch round but yellow, and the idea is to put inside the yellow balloon 2 racing beads, you know, this little piece of balloons that I tied it 3 or 4 times. Okay, then I put it inside those two of those, and I have to blow them like this. So then always lose some air, so that's gonna help your balloon to be soft. When you have this, look, this size is like a regular 5-inch round balloon, you know, like inflated totally, but you're gonna tie it all the way to the nozzle, close to the nozzle. Okay, and then when you have this is the time that you're gonna use your Sharpie, just so you can have, you know, this. I'm looking right in front of the balloon, and I'm thinking, well, I want where I want to be the horn for the narwhal. So I'm gonna guess right here. I think here's gonna be perfect. So I just draw a little circle, and then here I want the rest of the balloon, you know, because there's gonna be 2 connections here. One for the horn right there, and the other one for what is gonna be this part. You see? Okay, let's do it. Now, when you have that, you just have to grab one of the racings from the horn, for example. Let's start with the horn. So you just grab it. I always go too high and you can see, but this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to grab it, and it can be sometimes tricky. I think it's easier when you go, instead of like this, you go from the sides. Let's see, but at the end, whatever works better for you, and it doesn't have to be perfect, exactly what you draw the Sharpie, you know, point, the dot, but at least as close as you can. And then you just grab like what I need here. I'm looking like everywhere. I not prepared for a little scrap to tie it. So then you have that connection ready for that horn. Now you leave a little bit if you want, but it's not going to be necessary. You're going to see why. Then you go for the next dot. So you still have a little scrap, perfect. And then go and then grab it, and then go like this. I know it's hard for you to see. And then grab it and twist it. Okay, now I tie that, the other connection, and for that one, yes, I recommend you to leave some little piece of balloon. Okay, now you have this. What can we do now? Let's go with a 160 yellow, inflated like four finger tail. Okay, and I'm gonna start doing the tail, so then I know exactly, okay, that piece goes for the tail. So I'm just making like a regular bow that is a 3-finger bubble, a pinch twist, another pinch twist, and 3-finger bubble loop, 3-finger bubble loop. So 2 loops of 3-finger you know, measure like this, you see? So 3-finger, 3-finger, pinch twist, pinch twist. I cut the balloon. It's safe, this piece. I'm still already losing the air, but trying to save it as much as you can. And with this piece, well, you have already the tail. Now you're gonna make 2 pinch twists here, 1 and 2, and you're going to this. You see what I did? I squished the balloon and that came out. So then I'm gonna grab that and twist it. And the 2-pinch twist is gonna be connected right there. So when you have that, you just go from the part that you want it to be, you know, down the bottom and connect it here, okay? So you just go and connect it all around that, and then you go again and go back. So what I did is I'm using that resin to just use the balloon like this, around and around and around, where I'm twisting and rolling and twisting, and then I go back where I started with the 2-pinch twist, and then with the rest of the balloon, look, we're gonna just stretch this balloon and put it around. So in order to be able to connect this better, that's what I say, you should make a bubble. So right now I'm gonna make the bubble with this extra little piece here that I have with the scrap, but you can do it when you go up and then attach the balloon. You can make a pinch twist and then you go down. This time I was just testing because all the time I'm trying to kind of like think about different ideas, how it works, because the idea for me to make tutorials, it's also for myself, you know, like I'm learning with myself. Is that something I don't know, you do too if you're a YouTuber? Okay, so now I'm attaching there the pinch twist. And when I have that, now I'm going with this little piece, the long yellow one, and now that's gonna help more to stuck. You see that little pinch twist? It's gonna help to stuck the balloon down. Okay, now you have that. So this, you don't wanna use it anymore. Take the air out, wrap it around, tie it, make sure it's, you know, all well attached. And now start looking like this, look. Look, so now it's very close to a whale. Now remember the bow you made? That's gonna be that tail. And you just connect it around, you know, with the nozzle of the 5-inch round, yellow. So you have this now. What else? Now we need fins, right? Fins. Okay, so now you make a loop. And if this is gonna be a whale, make the fins very long, you know, like probably with another extra 160 balloon, make it long, like probably like 7 finger long. And it will be better if you make, for example, imagine this, like 5-finger bubble and then another like 7-finger bubble, you know, so then we have this curve. Longer it's better, but for a narwhal you just need to make a loop, just like 5-finger bubble loop, okay? And you tie this loop, and then you go and squish, you know, the air, push the air, like kind of like this. So we're talking about, you know, without stretching it's like 3-finger, stretching probably is like 7-finger, but you have the idea now. And you make another loop to the other side, you see, to the other side, with the rest of the balloon that is have to be better, you know, the same size of 5-inch loop, a 5-finger loop, I mean. Okay, now when you have this, you tie it and you cut the excess and you have this. So those are going to be the fins. And this is where you have to pass it from here all the way through here. So this side. So you have to open this loop and squish, you know, and push, squish and push and pull it. I wouldn't say very carefully, but it seems that I'm not careful either. You know, that's of course, if you're gonna do this design, I recommend you to use qualities of metallic balloons, okay? Any of those are gonna be better. So this is what I do with the fins. I bend it, give it some heat. So I like, you know, it looks like a little bit like this, like bend it. I think give it better shape. And there you go. So look, that's a narwhal. Only we need now to add the horn, and this is how I make the horn. Pay attention. I'm gonna use this scrap of teal color. You need to inflate it like probably about 12-finger, and it doesn't really matter because you're not gonna need, I don't think you're gonna need all. And then you need another scrap or a piece of 160, and this is optional, of course. But if not, you just blow some air, just softly because you just need this, you see, to look like this. Now, this is what I do. Look, I kind of like twist it in half, twist it here, and then twist it while it's also connecting this racing thing. So twist it around a couple times, and you have, when you have it twisted like that, then you go in a spiral. So in a spiral, like imagine you're making a wand or something, you see. And in the end, if you have this, it's okay. 2 fireballs there, it's okay. If you don't want those, you just cut the end and tighten. And in order to tighten so it doesn't come undone, you just pass one of the pieces of balloon through the spiral design, and now it's gonna stay there. So now this piece you can cut it, and if you want to keep, you know, like making it this, you know, an spiral, you can still do it like this, see? So that's the spiral. So in order to make it even cooler, you just start with the nozzle from the bottom here, go around a couple times, and then go up, around, and you can pull a little bit and then go down. Okay? When you have that, you tie all from the bottom, so then you don't, people don't see all those, you know, like tying parts. It doesn't really look so good. So then it's kind of like the idea. You know, if you have more of the horn, great. If you don't, you just grab another scrap like myself right now, because the thing is colorful is better, you know, more for these designs. For at least, you know, this is because the design I'm doing, look, you just blow it like 5 finger or less, and then this, you know, you just have to be around this loop, you see. And even if it doesn't really, you know, like go all the way around, it's okay. You just, you know, tie it softly, and then you just play, you know, like squishing the balloon, squishing, and giving some shape. Okay. Okay. Now this is kind of coming because I make it too tight. That part gray, bad from me, but okay, we're gonna pretend it's okay. That part came undone a little bit. So then you cut these extra pieces, and it's time for the Sharpie time. So it seems like the horn is going from one side, you know, right? It's crazy, but it may be also cute for someone, you know, like the kids probably will like it. The idea is try to be as straight as possible, you know, with this point connection part and this part. Okay, now my daughter wants to do the Sharpie time.
So to do the face of the narwhal, this is what we're gonna try and do. So you want to use a black Sharpie, and you're gonna want to draw 2 circles like that. They don't have to be perfect, but just like that. So then while those are drying, you can real quick make some eyebrows to just give it some expression, and then color them in. Okay, so then we're going to want to draw a circle in here about that big, and then another circle around that. Okay, so the first circle that we did, we're gonna want to color that in. Like that. So, now we're gonna real quick do the mouth, which I like to make it like that. And I think this one looks good, like that. Okay, so then we're gonna real quick switch our colors, and I'm gonna use white first. So you wanna shake it up, and then right here on this part, we're gonna wanna color that white. And then you do the same thing on this part. The white takes a little bit of time to dry, so while that's drying, you want to draw 2 circles in the black part. Okay, so then for the color of the eye, you can choose any color, but I think this narwhal will look cute in pink, so I'm gonna use this pink.
Doesn't work that way.
It doesn't? Oh.
Yeah, but this one is kind of like closer.
Okay, well I'll use this pink and let's do this.
And also the chops, cheeks.
Oh yeah.
And the lunars, like the beauty marks or.
Okay. So now what you want to do, this one. So in the first narwhal we did, it came out like this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't draw the face. My mom did, but we put these little like circles on it because we looked at an image and the narwhals have circles on it. We didn't do it on this one because it already had polka dots, but we're gonna do it on this one. So, okay, so. Okay, so we got one. Then you might want to do. So this is how the face turned out. All the designs and stuff. And that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Izzy, what do you want?
Okay.
Something important.
I know. Okay. I got a kitten. My family got a kitten.
The what?
We got a kitten.
You got a cat?
Yes, I got a cat. My mom's here with me. I got a cat and we named it Pezuñas.
How's Mikey? Oh. How's Mikey eat too?
Oh, Mikey's good. Here, do you want me to send you a picture of our cat?
Yeah, but
Okay.
how's Mikey doing?
He's good. He's great. He's doing better. We're probably gonna take him to the vet, but we bought our cat a nice fluffy bed. I'm gonna send a picture of him to you. Okay? Okay. Real quick. I'll call you once I send you it. Okay?